This meeting is being recorded.
Welcome, everyone. Just waiting a few minutes to get everyone logged in, and we are going to start maybe in 2 minutes.
Hey, John, did you see Adam's question about the audio?
Yeah, I'm just telling people that I think you can hear, I think everybody can hear us, unless I'm just telling people to ask questions in the chat and we'll make sure to cover them.
Okay, he's good now. He can hear.
Okay. All right, I think you're ready to go, Iris?
Yep, we're good.
Iris, Adam said you won't get to see his smiling face.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you for joining us for our June webinar. We're so excited to have you guys again. I know the show is ramping up. So first off, as you'll notice, you always see Elias and me and Iris, but we have Jessica Fry. She is our ops manager. So going forward on these, she's just going to be on them to answer any operational questions. A lot of people know her. She's been working with our sponsors and our ops manager for a few years. But she's just kind of here to make sure if we misstep on anything, she can cover it. So she's just here as another assistance point. So moving forward, if you have operational questions or anything like that, of course, loop us in. But Jessica is kind of our other point person to help with that.
Hey, everyone. Happy Friday.
All right, so on our agenda for today, we're going to cover some ops and logistics, go over exhibitor resources, look at the portal, talk about exhibitor registration, some key dates. Elias is going to hit up some sponsorships with Iris, and then Iris is going to finish us off with our global portfolio of events. All right, key dates. So right now our Innovation Award program of voting has started. We do have some people on this call that have already submitted their product and put it out there. So that is great. If those of you who are on this that got innovation haven't, make sure to get it up there. It's timing is about right now to start making sure you're getting all the ducks in a row there. Exciting news, our exhibitor service manual is now posted in your exhibitor checklist. We just got that done yesterday. So if you go into your checklist, you'll see that button there and you can view the service manual. The exhibitor ready packages are also available from GES. We have the rules and regs. We basically know those. Those will basically keep flooding in, but those should be all in the kit. Correct me if I'm wrong, right, Jess?
Yes, that is correct. And then we'll be coming out with additional rules and regulations within the next couple of weeks. Those will be official from us at ISSA show.
Perfect. Attendee registration is going to open in July, and then exhibitor registration also will open at some point in July. The deadline here, it's kind of important, July 15th, we have, if you have a print ad or a directory ad with us, or you're thinking about getting a directory ad, July 15th is the deadline. Now, we are a little flexible with that. We'd love to have it by then. If you've got to push it a week or so, we're willing to do so. But if you need to push that back, that is okay. Lead retrieval early rate is September. September 20th is the GES advance rate deadline so make sure for your orders for your booth, you get those taken care of. And then October, make sure to secure your booth staff badges is the deadline on that. And then the final thing on here is the early booth selection, which many of you are familiar with, that we do for our loyal exhibitors that come year over year or are coming in for the first time this year but are eligible for next year. We'll start sending those emails out to make sure you get a time and date set up. And then the 13th through the 23rd, we will be doing those calls and getting you booked for next year in Vegas. All right, so that's just a generic slide, but good to always have a good visual. This is the login to your portal. So if you guys haven't got in there, feel free to email us. We are happy to send it. We have the credentials, and we can send that over to you. So within your portal, I know a lot of you are familiar with this, but for those that are not, I know it can be a little overwhelming. So I'll just break down a little bit kind of what you're looking at. The main tile to focus on in here is the checklist. The checklist has, where you need to go in and fill out your online profile. If you have an upgraded listing, which I'll talk about next, you can upload your image, videos, and all those things. If you still need to submit a payment or do anything like that, you can do through that tile. We have our exhibitor tools, our new updated booth construction guidelines. So if you have any questions on that, that's in there. If you're booking your hotel or travel, that is in there through On Peak. And then we have, like, if you need a new signature update, which most of you do not, but that's just something, if you add an item or something like that, and we just need a signature, you can do it through there. So main thing to focus on, where kind of the main chunk of your information is in that checklist tile. And of course, as I mentioned, upgrading your listing. A lot of people take advantage of this every year. I highly recommend it. There's the level 1 and the level 2. The level 1 for $750, you get your logo, multiple images, show specials, collateral. And also the advantage of this is the online leads you can obtain before the show. And then the level 2 just builds off the level 1. You just get more with it. So the companies that do this get more engagement. They're able to see who's interested in them before the show, and it really helps enhance their show experience. Once again, like I said, we have the checklist tile. And then when you're in the checklist tile, as you say, we kind of have it prioritized into different items. So like filling out your company profile, making sure that's all correct. We have our exhibitor webinars in there that we've done month over month that you can rewatch. We now have our exhibitor service manual in there that you can fully view. We have the rules and regs in there. We have all our sponsorships. So it's kind of really your tile to view anything you could possibly need for this show. And if you have any issues with it, of course, let us know. We've all been in this system multiple years. We can help you with if you're having issues with files or anything like that. Me, Iris, and Jessica especially, we've been working the system multiple years, so we can help you out easily.
And I just wanted to add for the first item here, this is mandatory for everyone, is to go into this item. This is where you're checking your company description and all of the contact information and your product categories. This is what we need for you to review and update by July 15th. Because when we pull all of the information in the printed official exhibit directory, we are taking that information from this particular mandatory field.
Now what you're looking at, which everybody needs to do also, is the ISSA show planner site. So the planner site, everybody on your team needs to create a planner and do all that. And this is where all the attendees can view your booth, you know, so this is where they can see your upgraded listing, they can see your product offerings, they'll see your description, and they'll see all those things. And it's kind of the one-stop shop for the show. As you'll see, we have like our innovation entries up there, so you can vote on those. We have all our education sessions that will be posted on there. Our exhibitor list tile, we list our new exhibitors, we list all our sponsors there. So it's kind of a good one-stop shop for everything on the show. And that's kind of the key to building everything. And the key that I always bring up is to make sure everybody in your team creates one that's going to the show. It's a good interaction point. And that's just really the main thing you need to do besides doing the checklist items, is making sure you get to your planner in the next month or so, create an account, and log into it. Did I miss anything, Iris?
No, I think you're good. All right, I'm going to talk about education and networking events. So in our last exhibitor webinar, we did not have our full educational schedule completed, and we are so excited to share with you that our schedule is up on our website, ISSAshowplanner.com. Right now we have listed about 80 sessions. We are still adding and getting information from all of our speakers. But please take a look at this. We actually have some new educational tracks this year, really focused on, what our industry, what people are looking for in our industry. As you can see here, we've got business development and marketing solutions, the very popular environmental, social responsibility and governance, facility operations and maintenance is next. We have healthcare, leadership, career, and talent development, and then technology and innovation, residential cleaning, and then of course our sponsored thought leadership sessions. So take a look at what we're offering this year. We do have some sponsored thought leadership sessions available on the show floor that if you have an interest, they are 30-minute sessions. They're in our Solve for X theater. And it is a great way to, get out some really important trends in our industry that our attendees are looking for. I also wanted to share with you our keynote speakers, or our spotlight speakers. On Monday, October 10th at lunchtime, we will have Derek Kayango, who's here at the very bottom. He's a human rights advocate. He was CNN's 2011 hero. He's an immigrant from Africa, and he's the CEO of the SOAP Project. So he's gonna talk about his story and diversity. We also have on Tuesday morning at 9 a.m., we have Bill Rancic, who won The Apprentice back several years ago. And so he's an entrepreneur. He owns some restaurants, some real estate. So he's going to talk about, topic of business. And then lastly, Sarah Moshman, who is a documentary filmmaker. She's going to be our keynote person on Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. So you can see all of the bios of these speakers on our website. You can also see them on ISSAshow.com as well. So I just wanted to mention that we have this full schedule up, and you can obviously go to any of the education sessions that are on the show floor. But if anyone is looking to go to education on Monday, you do have to upgrade your pass to an all access pass. That is $99. So just keep that in mind. So if you have any questions, we are going to talk about registration in a few minutes. In fact, it might be the next thing on our list. So exhibitor registration, John, go for it.
Perfect. Yeah, we're very excited. Like I said, we're really thrilled about the speakers we got this year. So on exhibitor registration, as some of you probably know, for every 100 square feet, you receive one complimentary booth badge. That's an expo hall only badge. If you are a member, you get 2 additional badges. One of the benefits of membership, along with a multitude of other things that would take us a day to talk about. Yeah, so basically we'll have that process started. Each additional badge, if you need an additional one, is $50 per badge. Again, as Iris said, if you want to go to these great education sessions with some of our awesome speakers, you need to purchase an all access pass, which is $99. Iris is going to go into a little later talking about a cool sponsorship offering that we have that can kind of include all this. So pay attention to that part. Complimentary badges expire September 1st. And then kind of the key thing.
We actually changed that date, so it's actually at the end of October. So you guys do have some extra time.
So extra time there, always a good thing. The guest program, which we always get asked about, we will have that again, where you can give free access to your customers on the show floor. We will have that tool again. It will be available. It's just going to be in the next month or so. But that will be available, and it will be also in your portal. And then the last piece that I will cover for the day before I hand it off to my great team members, we are bringing back our I Am Going campaign. So many of you were so great and posted this and really helped make this something great last year on LinkedIn and social media. So we're going to be doing that again. So we highly encourage you. It gets everybody interacting. It was so cool to see last year on social how it went. As our hashtags are ISSA, ISSA Show, ISSA Show NA, and then ISSA 2022. And then you can see our Twitter right there, and then our LinkedIn. So yeah, we'll be doing that campaign. We're excited to be launching again. We know it'll do really well. And then all of this stuff to do that will be on our website. So just be on the lookout for that. I know we're still a few months out to where you're really going to say what events you're going to, but just keep that in the back of your mind.
So John, just one thing, Iris, on those guest passes, I think you meant September, correct? With our show being October 10th to the 13th. Because we have a deadline for the deadline for those guest passes, the guest expo passes through September 1st. It's end of September. And then
absolutely, I'm going to explain. The complimentary allotted badges, those are the ones that we talked about that come with your booth and membership. Those are expiring at the end of October. So that's what we were talking about. As far as the guest program, we will have more details, and every company is going to have a personal link this year where you're going to send that link to your salespeople. Your salespeople are going to send it to their customers. When someone actually signs up, we're going to know that they came through your link, and we'll be able to track who comes in through each exhibitor. That will not expire. Typically, I believe we cut it off right before the show, right before we open the Sunday before. But that, you have plenty of time to send out the free expo passes to your customers when we set, once the program is set up. It'll likely be towards the end of the July, beginning of August, where we're going to be able to get you those links. The links are going to be in the Exhibitor Portal, just like we have in past years. There's going to be like a little dashboard, and that's where you're going to be able to copy and paste, send it off to your team, and hopefully, bring all of your customers.
And they get an unlimited amount of those, correct, Iris?
Yeah, unlimited.
Okay, so I'm going to take over sponsorship and advertisement opportunities. This is a great way to stand out at the show and build brand awareness. Something we actually just started this week was the exhibitor video clip. So with this, they'll come to your booth at the show. You guys film about a 30-second to a minute video. You can talk about your product, your services, and kind of do a little demonstration. This does get posted on our website, along with it's sent to the 2022 database that we have. In addition, for your own marketing needs, we do give you the clip for your own purposes, so you can use it any way you want. For the low value point of like $750, it's a very high return. and a great thing that we've really started pushing. We do only have a limited amount of video clips that we have for the show this year, and I know a couple of people have already taken some this week. So if you are interested, I would definitely reach out to anyone on our sales team, and we could help you move forward with one of those. And then next, I'll tell you guys about the Connect email. This is another great way to push a product or anything you guys want to talk about. In this Connect e-blast, you get to get sent to our 2022 attendees, any of our attendees from 2019 to 2021, along with the cleaning and maintenance database that we have. So with this Connect e-blast, you'll be able to send whatever you're trying to push to about 42,000 plus people. So it's just a great way to build ROI and see a return for what you're trying to sell. And then finally, for on-site signage, I'll start with the meter boards. The meter boards are a great way to build brand awareness right out of the gate at the show. They're placed in the hallways leading into the show floor. So while walking through, they're right there in eye level, set up around where you would want to place it. And you would work with Jess and Iris, I'm sure, on the sponsorships, and they can correct me if I'm wrong there. In addition, so once you get into the show floor, another two great sponsorships we've seen have been the floor graphics and the expo aisle signs that kind of hang above and then below. So just another way to drive traffic to your booth on the show floor and really stand apart from others at the show.
Great, thank you, Elias. And I'm just going to talk about the industry supporter package. So if you want something that is a no-brainer, that you want your entire staff to have access to all of the education and all of the events that are taking place at the show, and be a supporter sponsor of these events, you're going to want to take advantage of this industry supporter package. It's $5,000. And basically what you get is, like I said, your entire team has access to all of the education on Monday. We've got the spotlight speaker lunch. You get 2 passes for that on Monday. We also have on Monday at 4 o'clock cocktails and conversations. And this is a new event that basically we will have multiple tables set up with different topics and different moderators. And then we have several bars set up as well. So there'll be a 2-hour event. And it's a really nice way to, interact with your peers, also interact with potential customers in an environment where there's, small group settings, at each of the tables. In addition, you'll be able to go to the welcome reception at House of Blues. Last year, we had it at Beer Garden at the Paris Hotel. We had almost 1,000 people there. This year, we're expecting even more. So this is going to be one of those, big events of the week, and we would love for your entire team to join us. We also have on Tuesday on the show floor at 4 o'clock, we're having a innovation happy hour. So you'll be considered a supporting sponsor of that, and you'll be able to attend. You'll also be invited to the VIP reception, which is on Wednesday evening. And that's going to be taking place at Offshore, which is a rooftop bar and restaurant. I believe it's the largest in Chicago, and it is located at Navy Pier. It's a great location, and hopefully at the beginning of October, the weather's still going to be really nice here. And then obviously you will be able to attend any one of the keynote speakers on Tuesday or Wednesday morning. And so we would love for you to, consider this in your sponsorship and advertising package. And, if you have any more questions, you can certainly talk to Elias, John, or myself. And then lastly, I'm going to talk about some of our global events. We have all this information on our website at ISSAshow.com. But you have heard myself and the team talk about how, the ISSA Show North America is one of 10 events that are taking place this year in the industry. And so, we, Informa and ISSA have partnered to really expand our efforts in the industry. And so I wanted to share with you information about the show that's coming up in August, which is the ISSA Pavilion in the ABBA store and Expo Med show. So basically, it is one show floor, and the Expo Med portion of the floor plan is really geared towards healthcare. So you're going to see disinfectants, you're going to see operating room technology, you're going to see scalpels, you're going to see gloves, those types of products. And you're also going to see on the ABBA store side, hospitality, which is really, you're going to see like wine tasting, furniture, uniforms, you're going to have cleaning products, and then you're going to have the ISSA Pavilion, which is really geared towards, cleaning. So I do, ask you guys to consider exhibiting with us. We do have a starter package, which is a new concept. It's not your traditional 10 by 10 exhibit space. It's smaller. And if you, have never come to Mexico before, this is where you have a small investment, about $2,000 for an ISSA member. And you basically come with your materials, maybe samples of your product, and, talk to people, engage with the audience. It's a 3-day show at the very end of August 31st to September 2nd. I was there last year. It was super successful. A lot of companies from past ISSA show, Mexico came, and they were really happy with the quality of the attendees. So I just wanted to share with you more about the show. And then we have a dedicated website, pavillionissa.com, where you can get more information. And of course, reach out to me if you have an interest in exhibiting. All right, this is the fun part. Who has questions? All right, Elias and John. Any good questions?
We've answered most of them. Just so everybody knows, we do put the PowerPoint, we do send out the recording. So it takes us about a day or so to do that. But on Monday, we'll have all this up and ready to go. Key thing is I always mention to everybody, of course, email us individually. But if you email sales@issashow.com, that is our group inbox. So if you send it to that email address along with me, Iris, or Elias, or Jessica, we monitor it constantly. So we'll make sure to get back to you because that is what we're here for. And then, just like I said, the key points is really just to go into your checklist and make sure you're doing that company profile. That'd kind of be my big takeaway, along with all the other things we said today. But that'd be kind of the thing I'd focus on most of. So, and again, we'll have the recording and the PowerPoint up in that checklist also. So if other team members need to see it.
All right. Well, I added in here a slide about, thanking you, of course, for participating, but summer vacation. Many of you right now are taking a break and spending time with your family or friends. And we wanted to wish you guys, we hope that you have a good experience, spending time with those that you care about. And when you come back, we are here to help you with any questions that you have. Once you dive into that service manual, I'm sure there'll be tons of questions this year since we haven't been back in Chicago. But, we're always going to be there for you, and, stay connected with us.
Hey, Iris, so we do have a couple questions. One question was, when will the social resources be available? And then along with, when will the logistics schedule for international companies be released?
Jessica, do you want to talk about the international logistics?
For international, I guess my first question on that to you would be, is this more so for like the targeted move-in plan? Because we do have a targeted move-in plan, which gives you your dates for when you will be doing move-in. So for that piece, you would want to make sure that you get everything in, especially before you have your move-in date, so you can get everything set up. That's going to be in the service manual. You'll see it. It's in the espresso ordering site. So you'll see it on the right-hand side of that service manual. And it says targeted move-in plan, and you'll be able to find that there. We also have that move-in plan featured in the exhibitor tools tile of the checklist. So if you're in your exhibitor, or the exhibitor portal, sorry. So if you're in that exhibitor portal, you'll be able to find that in the tools as well.
And then what about the freight forwarding company? Do we have one in the service manual?
That is going to be PGL. That information will be coming within the next couple of weeks here. So that will be available soon.
And then social media, we're going to put into the exhibitor checklist. We will have a link to go to our branding page. Our branding page will have logos and banners and resources, those free marketing materials. So you can go in and grab those. So you can create some banners and stuff for your own signature, your website, and social media. Typically in the guest program dashboard, we have included in there banners that say like, I'm exhibiting at, the ISSA show. So we should be having that as well, but that won't be available till the end of July. All right, Elias, do we have any more questions?
Yes, so the next question is, do we plan on having heightened security due to the current environment at the show?
Jess, do you want to take that one?
We are working on our security plan. We will, of course, let everybody know what that is once that's finalized, but we'll have those details closer to the show. So more end of August, September.
As I can attest, I think Jess can too, our team takes a huge priority on that. Our ops team is very dialed in. They're very aware of everything. They walk through everything. I've never seen our format team takes it about as seriously as you can. So there's no need to not feel comfortable. We clearly understand and we'll take good care of you guys.
Yep.
Yes.
And so for now, I think that's all the questions. If there is any others, I guess we can wait another minute, see if they type in the chat. But for now, I think we're good. Also, I hope no one misses House of Blues. My cousin did get third on American Idol, so it runs in the family. I'll get up there and sing just like she did.
Wow.
A lot of talent going to be on that stage.
Hopefully I'll have a couple drinks. She didn't need them, but
All right. Well, if we don't have anything else, guys, thank you so much. Have a great weekend.
Thank you guys.
thank you.
Thank you, everyone.